Okay, so today's subject is two subjects. And we'll try to get into it. So my first one will be jealousy. So in people's romantic relationships, now you would think that people would grow out of it. You would assume that that was a younger person issue, but I have found that it is not. So, even like what we would consider an elderly person or in the later stages of life, they still struggle with it, okay? And that is a internal worry and a feeling of insufficiency that they put on their partner, okay? And well, there's multitudes to it. It's not just that. But like I've tried to tell, because we've all had to deal with it. I mean, I have in my life multiple different times through relationships. But, whenever I was young, I try to explain to my ex partner that I was like, look, as long as you trust me, that's all that matters. And they were like, oh, I can't trust, the other people. It's not you. It's not you, it's the other people. And I'm like, well, I'm a giant woman and nobody's going to take advantage of me that I don't want to. So, whenever you say, that you don't trust them, the reality of it is you just don't trust me. So therefore you view me as a whore. Okay. And so that is the bluntest way to put it, but that is the reality. So, if you are an honest person, if you are truly in love with that person, that's the furthest thing from your mind, you know. And whenever they view you like that, that's how they're really viewing you. Okay? So you need to handle up on that. And you should not tolerate it because it can become an extreme, right? You won't be able to, talk to people or have people over that are just your friends, and that is a very closed mindset thinking that you just want to fuck everybody. I'm sorry. Whoops. But that's the reality of it. And which that's not how it is. Anybody can be your friend, and that is just what it is. It's just a platonic relationship, and as we evolve as humans or whatever you want to call us, you know, you evolve out of wanting all the heavenly bodies. It's not, you're beyond that. If you have the one you want, then that's the one you want. And that relationship goes far beyond um, a physical aspect. Okay? So know that if you have jealousy issues, you just don't trust your partner, and you need to really think about why you don't trust your partner, okay? And if you love each other, if you really love each other, then you should not be putting up walls and not allowing your partner to be themselves, okay? And have friends because you wouldn't want them to treat you like that, okay? Do you want to only be able to speak and look and put your head down whenever a woman walks by, or a man walks by? Do you want to have to justify having a friend of another sex? Do you want to have to justify every move you make? You really need to consider that whenever you're putting walls around your partner, and if you don't trust your partner, then there's a problem. There's a problem, especially if you've been with them for a long time and they have never done you wrong. So that you need to look internally. All right, you need to look internally and see you, why you're doing that, why you feel that insufficiency, because it's not them. They don't have an insufficiency. They're above the stupid shit that you are consuming your mind with and creating a worry that does not have to be, you know. And I'm sorry. I know I kind of seem like I'm being ugly, but it really does annoy me. Um, And because I've lived with it, and it's not fair because you end up being put in a little prison because, and you allow it, you allow it. You push away friends that you love for, not like, who love, but, you, friends like that are your brother or your sister that, you grew up with, and you can't talk to them anymore because you have a jealous partner. you know, and you allow that because you love them. I'd say a lot of times, love, it'll take your backbone. It will take your backbone, and you better not forget your backbone because you will allow yourself to be put in a prison, right? And you won't be able to have friends and do things because you done allowed yourself to be put in a prison. And have to explain every move you make, and not do things you want to do or spend time with people you want to spend time with because, oh, I love this person and I don't want to offend them, and they have issues. It's not your issue. It's not your issue, and it's an issue they need to deal with, and they need to get over that because that's just ridiculous. It really is. So, and I know you might be the person that is jealous. Now, again, that is stages that we go through in life. But the way I look at it is, if you love somebody, you ain't looking around. And if they don't love you right, you're wasting your time. So do something else. If they cheat on you, do something else. Love is love. If you are being loved right, awesome. If you're not, stop wasting your time. Period. If you can't be yourself, then you're wasting your time. If you can't talk to them, help them to realize it, then you need to do something about it. Okay, again, oh, I'm sorry. But regardless, especially whenever you're an older person, can't look past the the longing for flesh. I mean, why is that even a thing? And in an elderly person's mind, thinking another elderly person is gonna cheat on them. I mean, my God, that shit don't even work no more. Okay. But, these elderly people, they're still stuck in that fucking trap thinking, oh, well, I gotta do A, B, B, and C. Yeah, I said B twice. So I keep this person that I think is my soulmate, which, yeah, that's great. That's fine, whatever. But you need to put that person in their place. They need to understand. They need to get over that. They don't have long here. They don't have long here, and they still in the trap of this nonsense of jealousy and all this manipulation and mind games. And I mean, really. Okay. Whoops. I don't know if this was helpful. I don't know if it's a little obvious. This is a personal subject to me, but again, it is a personal subject to me because I lived over a decade not being able to leave my house or have people I considered my brother that I literally grew up with, like, that I would look, no sexual attention there. I mean, like, not my type at all. Couldn't come and visit me I couldn't even go see my girlfriends, okay, for over a decade. And what allowed it, I did allow it. Okay, we'll go into this another time as a long subject of why I did. It was fear or put blank there, or trying to appease because I'm a passive person. I used to be. Okay, I'm still am, but not like I used to be. And out of love, okay, and out of respect, but this was a long time ago. But, I lived in a prison because of jealousy. I didn't want to do nothing but be a good wife. and a good mama. So I allowed myself to become a prisoner because of someone else's self insufficiencies. Didn't have anything to do with me. It was not that I was a whore. No, I was a good woman. Anyway, so if y'all are dealing with this, you better find your backbone. You better find your backbone, and you need to use it. And you need to tell your partner that that's the least thing from your mind. And how dare they belittle you like that, thinking you're such a insignificant, low-level being that you can't have a relationship with someone without it being sexual, when that is not a high-level relationship. You know that. Anyway, okay, I'm done with this one. I don't know if it's helpful, and I'm sorry. I'm like little, but I've been working constantly and not having days off, and anyway, and that was brought to my attention. And it's a subject, yeah, I could do this pretty and make it pretty and all that kind of stuff, but sometimes ugly truth is needed, and find your backbone, because if it's real love, then they're going to have more respect for you than that, and they're going to think higher of you than that. Okay.